Okay, hear me out. Have you ever seen a character that everyone was hating on like crazy, but for some reason you have a weird connection to the character in a way that you actually enjoy when they're on screen? And I know that you've seen some of the characters in the thumbnail, so you know that what I'm about to say may be unacceptable. But we all have that unpopular character which we like. For example, Fushiguro Megami. Now this guy isn't hated, but if someone who doesn't watch anime was to look at a comment section for Megami, they think that everyone hates him. Because you people clown this man to a point of mental abuse, and he's not even real. I've never seen a fandom so creative at busting jokes when it comes to a character. Potential Man, 007, I'm not even going to explain that one. Mental damage jokes, fatherless jokes. You people are crazy. And I can't lie, I agree with a lot of the criticisms. But at the end of the day, that character will always be in my top 5. Because for some reason, you all seem to remember him pulling out Maharaga on Nanami's personal kitten. But for some reason, you don't seem to remember him upping the domain on a special grade curse and winning. You don't seem to remember the crazy durability that I talked about in the last video. His durability has to be at least country level. He survived against Toji and Sukuna. That's feat enough. And so what if he's a bit quick to throw in the towel? He's just being real. If I had Maharaga, I would have upped him on anyone. Haters, teachers. Damn, one day if I look in the mirror and I don't like what I see, I'm upping Maharaga on myself. And for my next one, I have to question what's wrong with some of you. And when I say some of you, I'm talking about Orihime haters. Because I was visibly shocked when I looked in the comment section and saw how many people were hating on this bread-loving angel. They could never make me hate Orihime, and they can drag me to the mental asylum while I say it. I'm gonna need someone in the comment section to explain to me what there is to hate. Sure, she healed the enemy one time. One time. We've all healed the enemy one time. Yes, we've all healed the enemy one time. But some of you are not remembering that she has to live with the pain of remembering that she did not manage to save her brother. So of course she wants to save everyone, even the ones that are trying to kill her and get in the way of Ichigo's dog. You know, when I say it out loud, it doesn't sound great. It's actually quite annoying. But that's not the point. Some of you are forgetting the times that Ichigo would not have locked in if it wasn't for Orihime being there. Just one look in those eyes and bro was locked in. Just leave this lady to enjoy her bread in peace. Okay. I'm gonna need you to take a deep breath before the next one. Because this one might get me in trouble. I want to put it on the table that I love Potato Girl as much as the next person. But we gotta give Gabi some leeway. Hear me out. I wanted to hate Gabi like the rest of you, and I understand why the rest of you hate Gabi. I will never even try and tell you that you shouldn't hate Gabi. The day she killed Sasha was the day that Attack on Titan officially became one of the darkest animes out there. Not to mention she continued causing havoc when she got there. She's like 12 and has a kill count of like 10. She's annoying as hell and brought nothing but pain and terror to the story. But I have never seen someone use a gun in such a clean way. They call her FaZe Gabi for a reason because she never misses. One shot to Sasha, she was gone. Usually I'd be annoyed when a main character gets interrupted by some random side character from doing what they need to do. But when she shot Eren's head off, I low-key forgot all about the rumbling because that was clean. Yes, and some of you are forgetting that this girl is literally just a child version of Eren. They even made the character design kind of look like Eren. By the end of the show, she was tying her hair up like Eren. The day I decide to fully hate on Gabi is the day I decide to fully hate on Eren. Because some of you are forgetting that Eren was a dickhead back in his time. By his age, I'm pretty sure he had a way higher kill count than her. But hey man, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and start saying that when they beat her up on the ship after killing Sasha that wasn't satisfying. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say that Niccolo almost killing her was not somewhat satisfying. I think that if she gets hate, it's fair. I just can't bring myself to do it. But on to someone that I think people can get on board with me for. Aira is honestly someone that you either love or you hate. And I can say that because I've had both stages of that. Obviously, when she was first introduced, she was introduced to be annoying, unlikable. By the time we got to like episode 10 and she started liking Okarun, I was already hooked. She's messed up in the head in a way that I can get on board with. And in all seriousness, you can't tell me her mood switches and random storms of anger and storms of love aren't the funniest thing to see. In Naruto terms, she can switch from Hinata to Tsunade real quick. And not just that, but I think she low-key has the toughest yokai powers in the show. Her design is definitely a sight to see, and how she got them is just as interesting. Let's not forget the legendary 7th episode of Dan Da Dan, which had us all, yes, us all, in tears. And maybe I just like durability characters like Megami and Aira, because when I say this woman has insane durability, I need you to listen. Usually in anime, they don't really show the girls getting beaten up that much because it makes us all squirmish to see girls getting beaten up like that. But when it comes to Aira, she's been hit crazier than Okurin has ever been. In fact, let me put up a tally on screen of how many times this woman has just been beaten left, right, and center in a fight and still got up.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. You get your goddamn.
They show her no mercy whatsoever in this show. And take this from a manga reader when I say there will be even better moments of Aira. She may not be Okurin's primary love interest, but you've seen that she's his ride or die anytime. And for my final character, I got a character that shouldn't have to be on this list. A character that some of you disrespect too much. I wouldn't say he's hated. I'm saying he should be glazed. Because what do you know about Shido Ryusei? Came on at halftime for Japan under 20 and switched up the game immediately. 2 goals in the bag without a second thought. And this man made sure to put belt to ass while he was at it. He clipped both Shigeri and Ryo. In fact, speaking of putting belt to ass, he already did that physically against Rin. You can't tell me that wasn't a sight to see. Anyone that hates this man knows that he's better than your favorite character. Sorry, cry about it. Though I will have to admit that this man is a rabid dog. Because you have no reason to be putting yourself in a situation where you need to be locked up like you have an explosion quirk. This man is hands down my favorite character in the whole of Blue Lock. But if it came to meeting him in real life, I would not want him to approach me. I prefer to watch him from the TV. So that's my list of characters that most people don't like, that I mess with. I was honestly going to mention characters like Makima and Sakura on this list, but it's just too much to cover with them. Drop your character down below in the comment section.